My name is Saurabh Mathur. I manage the control and management product portfolio at Ruckus Networks. And my background, and my dabbling with Wi-Fi and networking goes a long way back. Back in the days when ATM used to be hot, and people were still working on the IEEE 802.11s specification, which I was a contributor to. That was all about mesh networking. A lot has changed since then in the realm of networking and Wi-Fi. But we're not going to talk about that today. I'm going to give you a couple of updates on what's happening with our products and what innovations are we doing in different areas. So when we were here last, we left you with this slide and kind of seeded your minds with some thoughts around convergence and what's happening with enterprise networks, the convergence of public and private networks, as well as how these things are coming together through policy, management control, and data routing. So when we talk to our customers, right, our focus with our customers is on the best user experience. And our customers, again, in turn, are focused on the best user experience for their end customers. And they came up to us and they said, okay, we are seeing a lot of changes in the deployment model. So it's no longer about only Wi-Fi. It's no longer about only switching. It's no longer about only IoT. It's no longer about only private networks. It's a combination of multiple things, right? So all of these multiple access technologies are coming into play for the best user experience possible. So they came to us and they said, hey, we know Ruckus. You guys do an amazing job in providing connectivity solutions while keeping things simple. And as our networks are getting more and more complex, can you build a system or can you build a management control system that can unify all of that and give us a value that is still easy to use while still providing the benefits of the high performance that Ruckus is known for? So customers are always at the center of everything we do. So we said, of course, we are working on that. And today I'm here going to give you an update about how we are taking that path and what things have come to fruition since we last presented this information to you. That brings us to the topic of the evolution of our cloud platform that we call the AI-driven Ruckus Cloud Platform. So as our customers are deploying these different types of technologies, different access technologies, Wi-Fi, wired, all of that, clearly there are different ingredients to a solution, right? So it's no longer about just the connectivity, it is all about business outcomes. And as our customers are deploying these solutions, there are different ingredients to that. So we have device management control. So Ruckus already has a great lineup of products there, including Ruckus Cloud. Policy and security, we have had CloudPath kind of run major networks for helping people onboard their devices, keeping them secure. We have network assurance coming in through Ruckus Analytics. People have come to us and said, hey, how much time I have saved using Ruckus Analytics? Automatic categorization of these issues is super, super useful. And then we have smart services coming in from our IoT portfolio. And multi-access, so it's not just the Wi-Fi and the switching, but we also have the private cellular solutions coming in from our sister business unit within CommScope. So all of this is coming together in this one single platform, right? So what used to be these individual products, you are now able to consume all these capabilities with our new cloud-based offering. So that's sort of the key message here, that instead of you having these multiple dashboards, multiple products, one thing for security, one thing for assurance, everything is converging into this single Ruckus Cloud platform.
So all those pretty much like you think policy, IoT stuff, private 5G and all that, just one single instance.
Correct.
Not multiple.
Correct.
Okay.
So you log on to your single dashboard, and depending upon what type of network you have deployed, what type of services you need, it's all going to be available from the single platform.
Okay. And you said sister company like the on CBRS, I guess 5G is so. Like I know there was a time where there was like a Ruckus AP, for example, had the. So it's going to be a separate model that will also be Ruckus, or it'll be something completely different?
So I can't talk to the specifics of the model, how it's going to flow in terms of the branding and the product side. What I can communicate with you that we work very closely with that business unit, on the private LTE side and the private network side. And the plan, and we actually recently demonstrated some integrations with that. So that trajectory is going to continue even on the cloud platform.
Okay, but it's not going to have a Wi-Fi. I mean, it's going to be completely separate. It's
Correct.
just only, okay.
Correct. All right. So what's the unique value proposition in bringing all of this, these items together, right? First is unification. So no longer you have to kind of log into multiple dashboards. The user interface and the user experience is all unified in a single platform. Multiple technologies, multiple security solutions, they're all coming together in this single platform, right? So you don't have multiple SKUs, you don't have different products to stand up. You have everything kind of available from the same place. Clearly, we are bringing efficiency, we are unlocking efficiency, and I was talking before about our AI engine that helps prioritize different issues in the network. No matter what the complexity of the network is, we glean information from it, and we have saved tons of hours of mundane IT work, and we continue to unlock that part of the value proposition. This platform is also written from the ground up using native microservices, so it's highly scalable. So if your network is small or large or extra large, it does not matter to us. We can scale up and down in a very seamless fashion. So that's another value proposition we have with the new cloud platform. Flexibility comes from different ways. So you can think of flexibility in different forms. One is the flexibility in terms of deployment. So there are several use cases that don't lend very well to pure cloud-based deployment. So for example, if you're in a factory or even in a property where you have latency-sensitive applications and the round-trip time between the site and the cloud controller is unpredictable, you certainly want certain components to be running on-prem. So with this new platform, we will be offering a pure cloud-based deployment as well as a hybrid deployment where certain components, latency-sensitive things are going to be running on-prem. And flexibility also comes in terms of the licensing capabilities that we are offering. So instead of having individual products that have different SKUs, you don't really have to stand up these products separately and consume them through tiers of features. So we are bundling multiple features together in different tiers. So you can get tier 1 that has certain capabilities, or if you want some additional capabilities, you can go to tier 2. But it mixes all the capabilities in that bundle, right? Whether it's security, whether it's AI assurance, control, and other policy management pieces that we have, they're going to be available through these different tiers of consumption.
Do you have some things that shows like which is going to be cloud in the hybrid model, which is going to be cloud, what's going to be on-prem?
Yeah, so we can talk offline. Okay. I can give you a little bit more detail about what we are doing there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then extensibility. Ruckus has always been an API-driven company. We have a lot of partners who have kind of built an ecosystem of products around that, and we are kind of extending that concept to transform our cloud platform to be a service delivery platform. What that means is that we will have a continuous improvement in terms of our API capability so that other people can build additional applications on top of it. So those applications would come from our partners or third party and even other Ruckus business units. They'll be able to extend the platform using the APIs.
A question on the APIs. So yes. Is it going to be like existing APIs? You're going to be kind of fresh, new brand set of APIs with possibly easier versioning, I guess, because in the previous, like you build a script, it's version 1, but then it changes to version 2, some is version 3, and all that.
Yes.
Is it going to be more consistent, possibly?
Absolutely, right. So we've taken a big step there, and the versioning information is kind of getting built in. And in addition to that, we are adding additional capabilities for people to consume those APIs in a much more seamless fashion than they have had in the past. Okay, with that, I'm going to quickly show you. So by the way, this is just a preview. This is not launched yet, so you guys are amongst the first people to see this. So I was talking about unification. The dashboard has built-in information coming in from our analytics engine. So if you have incidents kind of showing up, you can actually go there and see what those incidents are. I click on it and it shows me the incidents. It'll give you information about what is happening with those incidents. So it also automatically categorizes the severity level. You can go and click on individual tickets and see what is going on there. And if you want more details, you can go in there. It'll give you insights on root cause analysis, what is the recommended action, so on and so forth. So all of this is kind of used to sit separately in the analytics platform. Now it's kind of all blended together in the same UI. In addition to that, we have things like network control, our security and policies engine that is also evolving to a next generation version. And all of this is kind of coming in here. And it'll continue to expand as we add more security offerings and policy offerings. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. We have the business insights kind of this used to be part of the analytics platform. This is now kind of blended in. You have the data studio here. So a lot of our customers actually want to kind of understand what their network is doing, and people can spend hours and hours kind of looking at that. So there's customized dashboards. You can also go and create your own. So for example, if I'm interested in airtime utilization, I can go in there, click there, and have all of that information available. So another area that where we are innovating is our policy and security area. As you know, that people have traditionally been using role-based access control. They've been using device profiles to kind of manage how to control and assign policies to them. And that has certain advantages, but it also has certain quirks, and it's very kind of difficult to kind of implement a unified policy. So I'm going to hand over to Christopher Mohammed, who's online today.
Before you do that, can you go back to dashboard?
Sure.
I just wanted to call out something I'd never seen before. Did you know? That's really cool. I love that little prompt on the side, just bubbling up some stuff that's unique that you might find interesting or not.
Well, and especially because it's like, it's not necessarily wrong. It's just
right.
Like,
it's just
you want to, you might be interested that I'll be honest, probably on my network, it might even say YouTube or whatever. So it's interesting what applications tend to be the most used. But yeah, no, that's cool.
That's neat. Yeah.
But also there's no X, so can I turn it off?
Well, but it'd be neat to have like a little RSS feed about your network, right? Hey.
So this dashboard is customizable. So you can click on the widgets and say, you know what, I really don't want to see it, or you can reposition them. That's coming shortly.
Okay.